Hello Jim, this is part 2 of checking connecting rods on your crankshaft, and I've already done 1 and 4 as you know, and 4 hung up, and we know why. Now we're going to check 2 and 3, and we've got our plastic gauge has already been done to save time, and there we go, between 1.5 and 2. It's looking good. Down here, between 1.5 and 2. So, looking good. And the missing part of the plastic gauge is in the rod right there. And good. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Now then, Steve in his checking has found the situation with number 4 rod. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and install these rods and show you how they work before we move on to something else. So we're going to do a little plastic gauge cleaning and install rods real quick. So we get that off of there. Let's see, we're good there. And let's go ahead and install some rods. We got new rod bolts on there. One of the rods, the bolts were bent. Couldn't even put the cap on. And let's clean the plastic gauge off here. I got excited. Oil it up or down, as the case may be. Okay, rod installs here. Our marks line up. We're using the factory designations on there. You can see the number 2. So, nicely. Got new rod bolts, new nuts. The other ones were really bunged up. Anything you can add to Mr. Grapponi's video while I'm doing stuff that's equivalent to paint drying?
Not that I can think of, especially since I'm not sure what you've already told him, but I heard you say you were going to tell him what was up with the number 4 rod. So.
I got the digital good to 4 decimal places. It's a beautiful thing right there. Caliper out, so we got Dog and Pony. We got a show. Correct. Yeah, that was poor little fella was really in bad shape. Oil. Okay. Number 3. We've already got oil on the threads, so we're good there. We got our new nuts. Yeah, the old rod bolts had to use a dye on them to clean up the thread just so the nuts would go on. for my initial testing, and then didn't want to use those anymore because I'd had to remove material from the threads just to clean them up. So whoever was in here last really brutalized things. Torquing down. Earthquake. It's a beautiful thing. Got some side-to-side movement. All right. Now we'll do a visual on what was wrong with number 4. We got that on. We're zeroed. And it's hard to do this looking through the camera. All right. We've got 21700. Go over here. We got 21840. We got everything but the same. 21805. 21890. This is anything but round. So, gonna get that resized.
Show them the burnish mark on the bearing insert that shows where it's been.
Ah, thank you. Yes, I'll do that right now. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, this will show you a little bit of the pinch that was going on. Steve was mentioning. See how we got burnishing right there, and on the inside there, where we're getting contact here, but no contact there. This one, right? Looking at.
Yeah. So your main issue is at the connecting rod end. I don't know if it shows up.
You're on camera. Good.
You can see this really nice shiny spot right here, and this really nice shiny spot right here. Well, because the connecting rod is narrower side to side than it is top and bottom, it's pinching this together when you install it. So when it goes onto the crankshaft journal, instead of fitting nice and even, it since it's pinched together at the top, when it goes to fit, it actually is clamping. The reason that this is shiny is because it's actually physically binding here like a brake,
making full
friction
contact
brake when you try to put the rod up. And so you still have probably 10 thousandths of clearance between the connecting between the crankshaft and the bearing at the bottom, why it's actually physically in contact pinching on the sides, and that's why the rod binds up, and it's because the hole isn't round.
Yep. So now we're gonna get that hole round. Like we say in East Texas, it was pinched.
It was.
It's damn pinched. All right. So now we're on to bigger and better things. So just
Keep you in the loop.
thank you, sir.